man. So how you feeling today, Tom?
I'm feeling good, man. Today been a busy press day for me. I've been running around in and out of the city, New York City. So it's a blessing. I just got home about like 30 minutes ago, so about to eat, love up on my
Yeah.
family, and get back to work. After I put the kids to sleep, I'm gonna be back on my phone, trapping and grinding and setting plays and setting up the next days.
Hey, man, that's dope. So let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
Last win is your mantra.
Believe that.
When did that phrase become a mental health anchor for you? And how do you still use it on tough days?
Um, for me, it was a mindset thing. Many years ago, I probably started doing it when I first, I want to say about '08, '09, when I first, my publicist at the time was educating me on Twitter, what Twitter was. And when I first got on there, when you would hashtag something, it would like light up a little differently, on Twitter, when, even to this day, like even on Instagram, when you hashtag it, like, how it look a little different than when you write the other stuff.
Right.
So I just, I always been a trendsetter. So I started one day, I hashtag Let's Win. And it was just a mindset of like, if we can't agree on nothing else, we all can agree, like we all want to win. Let's win.
That's a thing.
No matter your religion, your race, whether you're from the trenches, whether you're from a billionaire background, a trust fund baby, you all want to win. So for me, as far as the mental health aspect of it is, some days we don't feel like winners, no matter who you are. Floyd Mayweather was undefeated in boxing, but he took losses in life. He took lessons in life. So we all have to learn how to, get back up off the canvas, for lack of a better term, or to, get back up on the horse. Pause. So we just gotta always know to have a mindset to win, even when you don't feel like you winning. It's wins within those dark days. It's wins within those dark days, even if it's like, as dark as it is. I did wake up this morning.
Yeah.
I got a chance to have a better next day. So let's win. So that's the mindset on that.
Oh, man, that's dope. That's definitely a dope mindset to have because, you're absolutely right. No matter what we doing, whether it's music, film, just living life every day, we go through things.
That's right.
So, when we going through things, we are going to feel like we ain't winning all the time.
That's right.
So to have that mindset is definitely a positive mantra, and I salute you for that, man.
Yes, sir.
Listen, for 20 years, you've been making some good music, bro. I want to say, let me get a solo cam real quick. I want to say to you personally, thank you for staying consistent. No matter what went on, you stayed consistent, bro. And listen, I've been listening since the G Unit days when, you and Mike Knox and y'all was doing y'all thing going in your bag. I'm pretty sure you're going to talk about that a bit in a minute.
Yes, sir.
I got some questions about that too, but I want to say it's a pleasure to meet you, man. And it's dope that you're here tonight.
Yeah, and you
So
as
I
well, bro.
appreciate
I'm glad to be here. Like, one thing about me, man, I've always had a great relationship with the media, with the press, with the platforms. And as I see people like you get into this space and do your thing, whenever I get offered an interview, whenever anybody reaches out, I always watch the game tapes. I always see, the interviewer style and see if I feel like we can create great content, because I don't have any time to wait. So if I'm on a platform, that means I believe in that platform, I support that platform, and I believe we can win together. So I'm here for a reason, and I'm here to turn this up and for us to build and get this podcast where it belongs, number one.
Hey, man, salute to you for that, and I appreciate
Yes, sir.
you for that, man. And shout out to One Punch too. You know what I mean?
Everywhere they never did.
Everywhere they never did.
I just seen him at the Roots picnic, and I told him at the Roots picnic, I said, yo, if I'm in Philly and I'm somewhere and you're not there, I feel like I'm in the wrong spot. So shout out to
Yeah, I
Punch.
seen that.
Yeah, shout out to my brother Punch. That's my brother.
Shout out to Punch. That's our mutual bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. All right. So you were expelled from high school before pivoting into music, right?
Yes, sir.
How did that setback shape your self-esteem? And what coping tools got you through the transition?
Honestly, it didn't affect my self-esteem a lot. Like, at that time of my life, I was very young. I was very arrogant. I thought I had it all figured out. The only part that probably hurt me about it is I never liked hurting my mother. So, my mother being upset, obviously, and then because after I got kicked out of school, I got court appointed. The judge had sent me to a job corps program out of state. So it was like, I was very young and I got to go down to West Virginia. A kid who lived in Philly his whole life got to go to the country. I went
Yeah, I
out.
can relate.
I went out there and got in trouble. Like that was supposed to be like the disciplinarian thing. I went out there and got worse.
Yeah.
So it was a learning experience. It's things that I learned in them days that I utilize now in $1 million meetings, and when I'm flying international, it's things I learned in West Virginia and in Philly at that age. Things from what not to do to what to do, and I'm grateful for those times. Like that's why I say I'm still undefeated. I never took a loss. I learned some lessons, but I never been knocked out, and I never took a loss. So I'm proud of that. So even back then, what some people might think is like a bad thing, I always try to make a positive out of it, even getting kicked out of school.
Hey man, listen, I can relate to that 1050%. I had to see Judge Reynolds. I'm pretty sure you did too.
Yep.
Yeah. I got sent to St. Francis.
Yep.
And I was shipped to different houses across the country because I was still getting in trouble in that job.
I'm gonna tell you something about growth though. I went to St. Francis too, so I went from getting sent to St. Francis to many years later being paid to go speak at St. Francis and
really,
yeah, they closed down now, but before they closed down, I had a chance to go there and it was beautiful. Like I never forget, like one of the kids took Shahada, became Muslim, and it was like a full circle moment. You know what I mean? There's a couple.
Oh, that's fine.
There was a couple youth facilities that I was like incarcerated at that I now go back to and speak at still to this day. So I'm grateful for the chance that God gave me to be able to go from, being in there for disciplinary reasons, and then now I'm going back for positive reasons.
Hey man, that's awesome, man.